Aid may be trickling into the Gaza Strip, but the humanitarian crisis there is only expanding. There's a huge claim war over the actual death toll and damage inside Gaza. But reporting from here at the northern end, we've seen with our own eyes and my own camera the kind of hellscape that airstrikes have reduced parts of Gaza to, and that's only going to increase. How much of a humanitarian crisis is this turning out to be? Take a look at what we know.
The airstrikes lit up the night sky at Gaza with flashes. These are images of Israel Army's airstrikes targeting Jabalia refugee camp on 31st October. Officials claimed more than 50 Palestinians had been killed and 150 wounded when tons of aerial explosives struck residential dwellings in the heart of the Jabalia camp in urbanized North Gaza.
A large number of injured have come to us after the large explosion that shook the entire Jabalia refugee camp. Hundreds of injuries, hundreds of martyrs. They were just in their homes. They were targeted while they were in their homes. Children, all martyrs. Women, elderly. We have no idea what to do. There are injured everywhere.
Jabalia is the largest of the Gaza Strip's 8 refugee camps, with around 116,000 registered Palestinians living there. It's in the northern portion of the Gaza enclave. The refugee camps here over decades have become dense, permanent communities, with nowhere to rehabilitate the Palestinian refugees.
May God have mercy on them. To God we belong, and to Him we will return. May God give me patience. To God we belong, and to Him we will return. Intercede for us, God. God is great. Thank God we die as martyrs. May God give me patience.
This mother lost at least 3 of her children in the Israeli airstrikes of Tuesday. Israel justifies the airstrike as an important necessary move in the war to dismantle Hamas's underground operations.
Our forces continue to significantly expand their ground operations in the northern Gaza Strip. Overnight, forces engaged in significant battles, including a multi-story building in Jabalia area. Terrorists fired at our forces in the area. Hamas used that structure, like many others, as a sanctuary. In this case, talking about the deliberate use of civilian structure near a school, a medical center, and government offices.
The West Bank observed a general strike following Israeli airstrikes at Jabalia. In the neighboring country of Jordan, nearly 2,000 people protested in support of Palestinians in Gaza following the deadly airstrike on Jabalia.
I'm short of words after I saw this massacre. This is the first time I witnessed a massacre like the one I saw today. I have never seen something like this in my whole life. Not in the previous war, not the one before, not in any war. I collapsed.
Nothing changed since the destruction of Jabalia. The war continues, as neither side are ready to back down to consider the humanitarian cost of this war.
5 days of ground operations so far and no end in sight. The interesting thing is the intensity of the ground strikes are not increasing. They're staying static, suggesting that this is going to be, like the Israeli defense minister said, a long and hard battle inside the Gaza Strip.
Israel continues to advance further inside Gaza. The Israeli Defense Force has said that it has struck over 1,000 Hamas targets on the Gaza Strip since the ground invasion began. The aim of this operation is clear: the full decimation of Hamas. So the Israeli army is hunting for operational command centers and Hamas terrorist cells. Most of them, Israel claims, are located near schools, medical centers, and government offices.
The Gaza Strip isn't small, 41 kilometers long, 6 to 12 kilometers wide. There's a great deal of hiding places. There are tunnel networks. There are escape routes for the Hamas. But the leadership, remember, still sits abroad. But the fact that they're continuing to attack the IDF within Gaza and to attack Israel from outside, continues to be a major concern. When the ground operation will start having a visible effect on the Hamas's offensive capability remains to be seen.
This is an aerial view of Gaza City post-Israel's invasion began. Satellite images accessed by India Today show tracks of armored vehicles, large craters due to bombings, destroyed buildings, and IDF armored vehicles. But Hamas hellfire on Israel still continues. Fresh rockets were fired at Ashdod in central Israel's Ashdod. This theatre of war continues to expand. After Hezbollah from Lebanon, now Houthi rebels in Yemen have joined the fight with Hamas. Houthi rebels claimed responsibility for launching ballistic missiles and drones at Israel. Following the repeated firing from Yemen, Israel's Navy missile ships arrived in the Red Sea area. The Israel-Hamas war now turning into a larger West Asia conflict. With Shivarur at Gaza border, Bureau Report, India Today.
India's #1 political reporter.
Defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter.
Defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter.
Defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV.